But there's a trios championship, so that's 6-man, right?
Oh, okay. So they have like tag belts, but for 3 people?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so they have 6-man titles. My question is, do you like the idea of a 6-man title? And if there was a 6-man championship, how would the triple threat have fared in a
Ooh.
6-man championship division?
I think that would have been really good for us. Because at one point, we held all the gold. We could have held those belts as well and been really obnoxious. Wow. Interesting. Well, I mean, you have 3 great wrestlers. You have Shane Douglas, you have Chris Candido, you have Bam Bam Bigelow. I mean, it would be a no-brainer not to put, for at least a stretch, put the belts on them for something like that. Now, who else would they work with? You would have to, I think, maybe just pull random tag teams and add a person to them, or because we didn't have many threesomes, so to speak.
Well, let's see what we could put together. The Pitbulls and Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, you could do that. You
Okay.
could maybe put you could back then you could put the Impact Players with Jason.
Okay.
He
You
could
could
have
do
been a third for the Impact Players.
or you could have even done the Impact Players with Rhino.
Yeah,
You really wanted to get crazy.
could have. Balls and Axe.
Raven.
Oh, go ahead.
I was
Raven
gonna
and
say Raven, Stevie, and somebody. I don't know if you throw Meanie in there, but somebody else in that Raven's Nest category.
interesting. I mean, there could have been all kinds of concoctions thrown together of 3-person teams. So that's an interesting concept. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I haven't seen any. I mean, I've seen 6-man matches, but I've never seen any for an actual title. You know,
Right.
so with like 3 belts involved. So that's different.
Yeah, it's it's pretty popular in the AEW world. So the trios champions are Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks.
Okay.
So let's fantasy book Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks against the triple threat Shane, Bam Bam, and Candido. I think
See, I
that's
don't
an
think that would
interesting.
work.
I think
That
that's an interesting
I
one.
don't think that would work. They're very much high flyers, those 2 kids, the brothers. Like they're like that's like a spot fest, isn't it? The way they work. Not, and
Yeah,
I'm not taking anything away from them. They're very good, but that's not the kind of wrestling that Chris and Shane and Bam Bam are known for. So I don't know. I don't think that would work.
I'm guessing Bam Bam would catch a lot of people in the air,
Just throw them.
throwing a lot of people around. But now let's
Been
throw this
there.
one in there too. How about the fact that let's throw the outside folks into it as well? The Elite, seconded by one Don Callis, the triple threat, seconded by one Queen of Extreme. So now we've got a little bit of play on the outside too. So there's an added dimension to this fantasy booking
Yeah.
that this works out very well. And again, if this was to be something that was used in an ECW, you guys could have gotten creative with the outside players just as much as you could have within the 6-man tag team realm.
Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, I don't know. It's always like, what if this happened? What if that happened? You know what I mean? Like you really don't know if there would have been success there or not. I mean, me and Don together, we always worked well because we had a little feud going for a while. I don't know if I don't know if you were even watching back then. I think you had kind of dialed out. But he was doing something where like they would hold me down and he would headbutt me in the
No, I never saw that.
Oh yeah. He did that one too many times, that Don Callis. But we had it, we got along and it was fun to work with him. And I mean, who knows what could happen, but I just think it's like 2 different styles of wrestling. And I think maybe like Kenny and the Bucks could adapt more to like the type of work that Shane and Chris and Bam Bam, but I don't think it could be the other way around.
Right.
Because Shane wasn't really a high flyer. Bam Bam wasn't a high flyer. I think Chris could probably do some cool stuff, but the other two, and Shane will admit it, he's not a spot fest guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So this is the first company to actually put 3 belts on a team.
No, WCW did it way
Did
back
they?
in the day. Yeah, or
Oh.
they might have still been the NWA at the time. This has been around. It just hasn't been done in ages. And
Okay.
Tony is tried and true old school fan, so he's going to
Bringing it
bring
back.
stuff that he's liked in the past to the forefront.
Yeah.
I just think they got so many belts. I don't really think it's necessary. And being on these 3 guys, they don't need belts. Period. It's kind of not needed, but again, it's something that I could take that out of this company and let's see what it would look like in another company.
Gotcha. Well, it's a cool concept, nonetheless.
But if I was booking it, I'd put the triple threat over, in a squash.
Would you? Squash everybody.
Squash.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
everybody hit their finish. You'd come in, and you guys would be standing over them. It would be all shoot.
Can I just come in via Zoom so I don't have to leave my house? Just put me on the big screen.